Today we've got a live reaction of a submission sent back to PSA in July. I think it was the July National Special. $18 submission. Biggest submission by me by far, 82 cards, which I've been holding on for a little while, and I just wanted to see what sort of return I would get for these. Mixture of mostly Yu-Gi-Oh cards, bit of Pokemon, I think, Japanese Pokemon, vending cards, and I think that's it really, but pretty much kind of old school stuff, bit of tournament packs. So yeah, should be fun to see what the returns look like. I've just cracked open the box, so I've got about 5 or 6 of these. Had a quick look, not the grades, just to see if they were in any particular order, which they weren't, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame, because they always kind of press you, PSA, to have it all kind of in order, otherwise we will charge you, but clearly they don't return the favor. And so yeah, I think just kind of from experience, what I try and do, I haven't done a huge amount of submissions in the past, but what I've been trying to do now is kind of pit my kind of best and worst score to see what I think in terms of bookends it's going to get before it returns back to me, just for a bit of excitement. But I don't think how easy this is going to be now, because the cards aren't in the right order. But if I'm pausing or taking a moment, I might be just trying to scan my notes to see what I get back, and just kind of just to visualize it. You can kind of see part of my submission and kind of best score, worst score. I guess I'm giving quite a big range here, being a bit pessimistic maybe perhaps on some of them, but you never know, PSA may throw me a curveball and give me an even worse score than what I think is the worst possible score I was expecting from that. So yeah, so I guess let's just kind of get into it. There were a bit of a few surcharges, which, for those people who are unfamiliar, this was an $18 per card submission, so $1,600 all in, so not cheap by any stretch. But I had to pay a couple of extra surcharges for this, not too many. And I guess it's always kind of a bit bittersweet, because it's one of those kind of things where you should get a better grade, because they're saying it's worth more than $199 for that particular card, so we're upcharging you. But at the same time, I didn't get that many upcharges, so either I got crap grades, or I got away with it, and hopefully they haven't charged me too much. So yeah, not many upcharges, so it could be two of one thing, I guess. Either we've got crap cards back in terms of gradings, or they just haven't bothered to charge me more for that service. So let's go ahead. So yeah, TP2, even the rares are quite hard to get these days. I think I submitted 2 of these, if I'm quickly scanning across, and both I kind of said a 7. So let's see. Oh wow, so they give me a 9, so that's a good start. Okay, that's cool. Let's move on quickly. Yeah, this isn't in any particular order, but another TP2. Again, what did I score this one? I said 7 to 8, and they give me a 9. Okay, so this is like really good start for me, because I thought they would get lower. Sonic Made, again, 7 to 8 I thought it might get, and they've given me a 9. So yeah, fantastic start at the moment. 3 nines from TP2, which is kind of the most scarce tournament pack from my memory anyway. So you know, happy with those so far. Mystical Sheep. Again, what did I say? I said 7 and 8. So pretty consistent from my side. So let's see. Wow, it's a 10. Oh, fantastic. They didn't upcharge me on this, so they must have thought it was less than $200. I really don't know what the kind of going rates for this sort of card is at the moment. And just kind of heads up, you know, some of these cards are available for trade or sell by. Yeah, just drop me a message if any of these cards are of interest to you. Tournament pack 4, the Fiend Mega Cyber, super rare. I tried to, at least the tournament packs cards are kind of in some sort of order here. So what did I say this was? Okay, so I thought 8 or 9, 9 best case, 8 worst case, and it's a 9. Okay, so we're looking all right at the moment. Definitely better than I was thinking. Oh, okay, not the TP3, but this is TP5 Needleworm. I love this card. I remember pulling a TP3 kind of when the tournament cards came back in the early 2000s. Unfortunately, I sold it for about 50 quid, which is probably what, $60 back at the time, and yeah, kind of regretting it ever since. So but this was TP5, obviously not worth as much as a TP3, but still kind of a nice card to have and very nostalgic for me personally. And again, I said an 8 or a 9. It's a 9. So far I've been pretty consistent. Would have loved this in a 10, by the way, but clearly I thought it wasn't quite perfect for that. So I don't have any problems with a 9. Very happy with this again. Fusion Sage, TP6. I thought this could get a 9 or a 10 actually, from my notes, and this got me a 10. Okay, so happy with that. I actually bought this one quite recently, and so just got it graded, and it's come back nice and clean, which is good to know. Warrior Elimination TP7, super rare. And again, I must have spotted something on this one, a 6 or 7, but I was obviously through the process. I've already kind of registered it for grading, so probably wouldn't have graded this otherwise. So hopefully it's better than a 6 and 7. Let's see. It's a 9. Okay, so I'm not sure why I thought it was a 6 or a 7, but you know, I think I'm obviously must have been very critical, or saw something that potentially I thought maybe could notch it down, but they're giving it a 9. So maybe I was just having one of those days where I was just saying, let's just assume that these cards are going to be graded crap, and anything better than that is a plus. Okay, so I'm kind of in order now. This is the first card of my submission. So yeah, I think you know, these are the kind of the ultra rares. Shadow Affinity, so cool, these cards, I love them. I thought this could range from a 6 to a 9. Don't know why. Hopefully got a good grade. Let's see. Oh wow, they're giving it a 10. Maybe I should assume crap grades more often, and everything seems like a bonus then, doesn't it? So awesome card to get in a 10. I'm loving that. Fantastic. And this card actually didn't get an upcharge from memory. Yeah, again, I'm not familiar with the prices. I know Yu-Gi-Oh cards come down a little bit, but I think this card would be quite sought after at a 10, but you know, I'll have to check. Again, thought this could be, you know, anything from a 6 to a 9, and it got a 9. Okay, so I'm happy with that, you know. Definitely on the higher end, so you know, a 9's great. 10 would have been lovely though, wouldn't it? and Horus. So again, lovely card. You know, I think this was an 8 or 9 in my eyes. And it got a 10. Oh, wow. These are some great returns for me so far. Super happy. That's a 10. Love it. Okay. STK E001, so European one. So this is a lovely card. Can't remember submitting this. So yeah, I'd be super happy if this gets a high grade. I think I only scored it between a 6 and a 7. So yeah, I think obviously I thought it perhaps maybe yeah, I have to double check what my notes are saying on this, but let's see what we got. It's a 6. Okay, no, I think I remember. So I think in the maybe in that kind of gold foil bit around here, in the Eye of Anubis, there's a bit of a little bit of wear, maybe some, I don't know, print line that they thought. But generally, it's a pretty, it's in pretty good nick, this card, and I guess with Blue Eyes White Dragon cards, they extra scrutinize or maybe harsher on the grade. So, but you know, a 6 not too bad. I'm happy with this. Again, if anyone's interested in this card, you know, let me know. Otherwise, I'm more than happy to keep it on display. I love the artwork on this Blue Eyes as well. Much prefer it over the LOB. It looks cooler, more like the anime. So yeah, cool. Okay, TP1, White Hole. Trying to find where in my notes where this was graded. Okay, so I thought a 7 or 8. Let's give it a go. It's a 9. Yep, so that's cool. Very happy with that. Love the design of this card. Look at that, just beautiful. Elflight, again, TP1. This one's the rare. And yeah, a 7 or 8, I said. So a 10. So happy with that. Can't complain. Yeah, great return. Sorry, this is going to be quite a long video, so I might break it up into 2 parts. Just a kind of heads up. I kind of conscious that I drag it out sometimes, but hopefully you're enjoying it as much as me. TP1, this is the European version, Blue Medicine. Just love the artwork of you know, the early kind of cards, the tournament cards in particular. They're kind of very one-off, just kind of awesome. Always kind of feels a little bit like Magic the Gathering, although I never collected it. In terms of just how the artwork kind of is in some of these tournament cards, but yeah, no, I love it. And what did I say here for this one? Okay, so I said an 8 or a 9. Let's give it a go. And it's a 10. Fantastic. Beautiful. Absolutely awesome. Love it. Okay. Tiger Axe. TP1. Again, what did I say? 9 or 10. So actually, I must have been very confident on this because I've hardly said 9s or 10s on my notes. So it's a 10. So fantastic. Love it. Beautiful. Okay, this is quite a big card. So TP2 super rare, giant red sea snake. I picked this up a couple of years ago, actually. It's hilarious. I remember having this card way back in the day, and quite recently I just wanted to kind of look at what I've bought things back in the day, and on eBay history, well, through Auction Sniper more specifically, and I think I bought this card for like $6 back in the day, sold it, and obviously bought it back since for a lot more. I think from memory, this one had a possibly a bit of, I don't think it was damaged, but maybe it was, I have to check, but I think, what was the score on this one? So the score was on this one was giant sea snake. So I thought anywhere from a 9 to a 6. So let's see. It's a 10. Oh wow, fantastic. So yeah, that is an awesome return as well. No upcharge on this one either. So yeah, I think I've only had 5 upcharges in an 82 card submission, and I'll have to check my notes actually, what ones were the specific upcharges, because obviously I didn't want to know that just for the fun factor of surprise. But again, that's awesome. Okay, and this one. Okay, this one's a bit random, so everything's a bit out of order here. So this is STK Asian English first edition. I can't be bothered to see where that. Oh, I do. It's on my first page of notes. So this is my 19th card of the submission. So I said a 7, I think, and it's got an 8. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's awesome. Very happy with that. This is for sale if anyone wants it. So I think I've already got one of these or something. I believe so. But yeah, hook me up. Okay, so I think this might be the next set. Because yeah, I did submit a few Asian English that I had. So we'll see. Well, this one's not Asian English. This is LOB. Did I submit LOB? I honestly cannot remember this. Where? Let me have a quick look. LOB. Oh, I did. Okay, so I'm way out of order here. Way out of order. So you can see I'm looking at this sheet. So this is card 40, although I don't know how many cards I've got through. The LOBs were here. So this one is, what is this? This is left leg of the forbidden one. Left leg of the forbidden one. Gosh, I cannot find this. Left leg of the forbidden one. Okay, I've got it. It's my 46 card. So this one, yeah, I thought this one may not do very well actually. And oh yeah, this is first edition European, so I'm hoping for some solid grades here if I can. And we got a 9. Okay, fantastic. I think that's a lot better than I thought. So let's just go through them again. Right leg of the forbidden one. I'm not going to check the scores on the sheet because I think I'm faffing too much, to be honest, with these ones. A 9, fantastic. Really happy with that. Left leg of the forbidden one. Did I get? Oh, I got 2 of those. Oh, awesome. Okay, so one of these is definitely for sale. So this one got an 8. Okay, brilliant. I'm happy with that. You know, I know some people hate 8s, but you know, it could be a lot worse. It could be a 6. Left arm of the forbidden one. Yeah, let's see. Wow, it got a 10. I was literally just going to say this isn't going to get a 10, and it's giving me a 10. So that's an awesome card. I know it's European. I know people are a bit prefer the North American because it came out a tiny bit before the European version, but you know, this is still a sick card in a 10. So yeah, delighted with that. Okay, Exodia, the forbidden one, first edition again. I would love a high score on this. This would be awesome. Just love this card, so nostalgic. And we got an 8. Okay, not too bad. I'm happy with that. You know, I think that's solid. I think that's all my Exodia ones. I think I'm missing one of the limbs actually, or one of the cut. I think I do have the card, but I just didn't think it would grade well, and maybe I should have. So yeah, I'm missing the right arm. So if anyone's got a right arm in European, probably would be preferred. Then I'll have a nice Exodia set. So that would be sweet. Okay, so I'm completely out of sync here, and I'm at the 20 minutes, so I'm gonna try and pick up the pace, but you know, these cards have kind of been through its paces in terms of vetting them, sorting them out, cleaning them, getting them ready. Been in a box since I got the submission, a few months back, and I just haven't had the chance to kind of have a look at them and see them. So, yeah, and if you're kind of saying hurry, 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 then apologies from my end. Okay, Invasion of Chaos, this is, isn't it? I think so. First edition, Ultra, and got a 9. So happy with that. So I'm kind of dropped the scoring because I completely lost where I am on this. And so I'll try and re-find it in a minute. So yeah, Dark Crisis. Again, awesome card. Look at that. And it got a 10. Oh, fantastic. So I'm really happy. This is some kind of awesome returns at the moment. Delighted, in fact, so far. Relinquish, Magic Ruler. Gosh, this card with Pegasus back in the day in the anime was something else. Such a cool card, and kind of the 0/0 always makes me chuckle, and the 1 star. Yeah, I think I thought best cases could be an 8, worst case a 5. So let's hope for some good stuff. And it's a 7. Okay, so it was kind of in my book range. So yeah, I'm happy with a 7. 7's all right. It's safe. Moving on. Gate Guardian, European version this is. But this is obviously the secret rare, so you can kind of see, that beautiful shine. Yeah, again, can I see on my sheet where I scored it? So yeah, I think this one was a 7 or to a 5. So clearly I felt that it was undeserving, but let's hope we get a good one. And we got a 7. Okay, so that's on the top end of what I said, best case, so can't complain on that. Trying to think, maybe it was a tiny bit of whitening, centering possibly. Yeah, so, I can't argue with that. This is the European again, first edition. Sorry, my throat is going. It's Christmas, near Christmas time, so I think everyone's carrying a bit of a flu at the moment. So 7 to 9, I said. It's a 10, so fantastic. What a return that is as well. Dark Hole, first edition, European. Oh yeah, so I got quite a few of LOB first edition Europeans. So excited to see what these are going to get. And I'm just trying to look to see what I thought this was going to get. If I can see anywhere in my notes, definitely can see that. LOB. I really wish they put this in order. It's such a pain. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, so I said a 7 or an 8 here. I think I scored a 7/8 because you can kind of see a tiny bit of worn on the gold hollow, but I think generally it was pretty a solid card. Maybe a tiny print line, and it got a 9. Okay, so yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a good score. Trap Hole, first ed, European again, and again. Actually, I didn't think I scored this one very well. I don't know why, but I'm not going to bother looking why. Okay, so it's an 8. I'm happy with that. I'm delighted with that. In fact, that's good. Polymerization. Oh, love this card. Such a good one. It always kind of brings me back to when Yugi kind of uses polymerization of the Karibos and the mammoth. Or the no, it wasn't. It was the arrow, wasn't it? And the mammoth, the decay Kaiba's blue eyes. I have to check that episode, but it was such a cool kind of fusion. But we got a 10, and that's awesome. Really happy with that. That's cool. First edition Curse of Dragon, and we got a 7. Okay, so yeah, it's all right, I think. Can't see in my notes what I scored this, but yeah, I'll have a little look afterwards. Man-Eater Bug. I love this card. I don't know, I think it's just the green and the sort of pop you get on this. I know most people would probably say it's the least super rare foil they would want from LOB, but other than the trap cards, I guess, but as a monster card. But you know, I've always been drawn to this card. I don't know why. I just like it. And we got a 9. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You know, happy with a 9. That's awesome. Oh, awesome. This is kind of one of my big guns. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, first edition, Invasion of Chaos. I would love this in a 10. That would be absolutely awesome. I think once upon a time, this card was like, I don't know, like 5K. And you know, for a 10, that was just ridiculous. I'll be amazed if it's still those prices, because that was kind of when everything was going crazy in lockdown. But I think this card's in a good grade is still very sought after, and you know, just the artwork, everything about this is so cool. So yeah, I would love a 10. But I'd be delighted with a 9. So let's have a look. Oh, it's a 9. That's so cool. I'm really happy with that. Would have loved a 10, but yeah, that's a huge card, I think. Yeah, I think this card is still pretty sought after from a lot of people. So yeah, delighted with that. All right, I'm up to 28 minutes now, so I'm going to stop at half an hour, and maybe I'm going to try and sort the other cards out so I can try and do this a bit quicker for the second video. So I got 4 or 5 more, and then yeah, I'll do another video. Pharaonic Guardian, again, yeah, this is it's a cool card. Might just have a quick check to see if I got a grade on this. Did I grade it somewhere, maybe? Okay, yeah, I found it. So, Pharaonic Guardian. Okay. So I thought this was a 7 or an 8. Interesting. And so they gave me a 10. Awesome. So maybe I should continue to do crap grades on my own sheet and then send them off and hope for the best. So yeah, awesome. 10, brilliant, love it. Again, another cool card, ultra rare, and we got a 10. Fantastic. This is such a great return. I am over the moon at the moment with these returns. Buys a shock, and we got a 7. Ah, shit. The hat trick of 10s is gone quite quickly. Okay, so I actually scored this as kind of worst case a 7, best case a 9, and I've actually got some notes to say a very light scratch. So maybe they did see something that I saw on this. Can't see anything on the face. Kind of wish I kind of meant, yeah. It's not immediately obvious on this, to be fair. I guess I'll have a little look later. I should mental note make a reference where I thought that very light scratch was, but yeah, I cannot see it in the case, that's for sure. So 7, yeah, it's okay. Fly on the lower end, so that's probably my first actually, from the scores I have seen. To end this video, part 1, shall we say, Lava Golem. Love this card. Kind of always reminds me of back in the day. I'm not sure if people remember this, but Monster in My Pocket, and there was like some golem, and I think gave you like 30 points, and yeah, just kind of not the lava, but yeah, it just kind of reminds me of the shape. Anyway, I digress. So Lava Golem got a 9. So that's cool. You know, I think this is a secret rare, isn't it, from memory? So yeah, I'm happy with a 9. I would have been ecstatic for a 10, but you know, I can't complain. So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of part 1. I'll try and be a bit quick on the other ones. It's because I'm trying to look at what I scored and compare the two with PSA, just for fun, really. But clearly PSA screwed that fun over by mixing the cards all over the place, and just, yeah. So I'll see if I can do a quick sort out, otherwise I'll just continue like the same way in part 2. But yeah, leave your comments, always interested to hear what cards you liked, and yeah, how your experience with PSA has been, or if you're intended to submit and you've never done it before. You know, there's loads of videos out there, but you know, I'm happy to answer anything from my experience on that front. Brilliant. Cheers.